Next we will discuss about the decimal to binary conversion for the fraction number. Step 1, decimal fraction multiply by 2. Record a number just before decimal point, that is step 2. Step 3, again continue multiplication of fraction part occurred in step 2 and recording a number just before decimal point from the answer occurred after multiplication. Step 4, step 3 should be continued depending upon the number of significant bits required. So you can see the example. In the example 1, we have a 0.8, that is only a 1 value. That means in the 0 position, we don't have any value like 25.75. So we have to follow some different methods. So here we have to convert decimal to equivalent binary for the fraction number. So for the fraction, first we have to multiply the number with a 2 because we have to convert your decimal into the binary. So you have to use the 2. Okay. So we have to use 0.8 into 2. So your answer equals to 1.6. So you have to record before decimal point bit. So that is your 1. Recorded bit are 1 because before decimal point is your value is 1. Next is your remaining value is 6. So you can use the 0.6 into 2. So now you will get a 1.2. So you have to again record the before decimal point value, that is a 1. Next is your remaining value is 2. So now 0.2 into 2 equals to 0.4. Recorded bit is 0. Then again 0.4 into 2 you will get a 0.8. Recorded bit are 0, remaining are 8. So now 0.8 into 2 equals to 1.6. Okay. So the fraction can be done until the 4 to 5 steps are the enough. So now the chain is repeating, therefore will be stopped. For the fraction number, the recorded bits, the answer will be follow the top to bottom procedure, not bottom to top. For the normal, in the previous example, we have to see that we have to go the MSB, we have to go the bottom to top. For the fraction number, we have to go to the top to bottom. So here we can see the result, that is a 0.8 decimal number. You will get a binary number 0.11001. That is the MSB to LSB. You can see the direction. In this direction only you have to write the answers. You have to write out the recorded bits, not write 1.6, 1.2. This is your calculation. You have to write down the recorded bits in your answer. And this is a fraction number, so that's why you have to write the 0.11001. In the example 2, you can see that you have to convert to 25.75. Okay, this is the decimal number. In the previous example, you have only 0.8, so you can do it very easy and quick way. For the second, first you have to divide the 25 original and then you will get some value, your remainder. For the 75 decimal fraction, we have to follow the multiplication method. 25.75. It's not like 2.5. If you will get a 2.5, then you have to do the another method. Okay, you have to follow some another method. For the 25.75, you have to follow this method. You can see that this method, we have to divide the 25 with the binary value 2. You will get a value as a 10011. But you have to go to the direction in a bottom to top. And for the 75, you have to follow the method of the multiplication. Here you can see the example of the 25. This is the second example for the fraction number. You can see it properly. Okay. Next is your binary to decimal conversion. When you do the binary to decimal conversion, you have to follow the power of 2 because the decimal number is equal to the sum of binary digit, and there you have to follow the power of 2. So the equation for the decimal, that is decimal equals to D0 into 2 raised to power of 0 plus d1 into 2 raised to power of 1 plus d2 into 2 raised to power of 2, and further on. So now you will see the example. Find the decimal value of 111001. So now you can see that you have a 111001 and the power of 2, that is 2 raised to 5, 2 raised to 4, 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to 1 and 2 raised to 0. So now you can see the following calculations equals to 1 into 2 raised to 5. So 1 into 2 raised to 5, what we will get? 32. Plus 1 into 2 raised to 4, we will get 16. Plus 1 into 2 raised to 3, we will get 8. Now anything multiply 0, you will get a value 0. And anything multiply that value, you will get a value 1. Because the 2 raised to 0 is nothing. Okay, is only 2 raised to 0 is only 1. Because so 2 raised to 0 is 1. So now 32 plus 16 plus 8 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1. You will get the answer 57 decimal number. Okay, so you can see the calculation in the proper way. In example 2, you have the fractional number. After the decimal point, we have to follow the 1 into 2 raised to minus 1 plus 0 into 2 raised to minus 2 and 1 into 2 raised to minus 3. For the fraction, you have to follow this method. Okay, so you can see in the proper found out 2 raised to 5 is 32 plus anything into multiply, that is a 0. For this value, you will get a decimal value, that is a 45.625. Next, decimal to octal number. Octal is your 8-digit number. In step 1, take decimal number. Step 2, divide number by 2 and note down quotient and remainder. As we can see in the decimal to binary, we have to follow same step for the decimal to octal conversion. We have to divide the number by 2. Here we have to divide the number by 8. Now division of quotient occurred by 8. Repeat step 3 till quotient is no longer divisible by 8. Equivalent octal number is read from bottom. This digit becomes MSD. To top, this digit becomes LSD. Sorry, you have to divide the number by 8. It's mistakenly by 2. You have to divide the number by 8. MSD is the most significant bit digit and LSD is the least significant digit. In the example, you can see that the 246 is a number. We have to convert the 246 into the octal number, not into the binary number, into octal. So you divide the 246 until it is no longer divisible by 8. So number is 246 divided by 8, you will get a quotient 30, remainder 6. Then again you have to divide the 8, you will get a quotient 3 and the remainder. Now 8 is not divisible by 3, so you have to stop. You have to follow the bottom to top, that is a 366. This you can turn the decimal to octal normal conversion. In decimal to octal conversion, for the fraction number. As I can tell you, if the fraction number, we have to use to follow the multiplication by 8 method. For the binary, we have to use a multiplication by 2. For the octal, you have to multiply with the 8 and record the before the decimal point bit. You can read the step 1, decimal fraction multiply by 8. Record the number which is just before decimal point. Again continue the multiplication and recording a number just before the decimal point from the answer occurred after multiplication. So here the example 2, we have a 125.4. So before the decimal point, we have to do the divide method, and after the decimal point, we have to follow up to the into multiplication method, that is a 0.4 into 8, you will get a 3.2. So first bit is recorded, that is a 3. Remaining is your 2. Now 0.2 into 8 equals to 1.6. You have to record a 1. Then remaining are 6. So now 0.6. This fraction should be done at a 4 to 5 step. You can use the 2 steps also, but at least a 4 to 5 step you have to define. So we'll get a octal number 175.3146. So these are the total steps for the fraction number. For the normal number, you have to just divide the number with the 8. This is a decimal to octal conversion. In the decimal to binary, you have to divide the number with the 2 and multiply with the 2. For the decimal to octal, you have to divide the number with 8 and multiply by 8. So these are the things. So base can be changes. As I tell you, the base can be 8, 10, 16, 2 depending upon the what the base value is. Okay. So now you can see this in a proper way. Next, octal to decimal conversion. You have to convert the octal. So the conversion can also be performed in the conventional mathematical way, for each digit placed as an increasing power of 8. Suppose the example is 345. So you have to convert into the decimal. So as I tell you, if you want to convert the so now value is 345, we have to convert into the decimal. Okay, so now you have to follow the 3 into 8 raised to 2, 4 into 8 raised to 1, plus that is the increasing power, as we can say that 8 raised to 2, 8 raised to 1 and 5 into 8 raised to 0. So 3 into 64 plus 4 into 8 and 5 into 1, you will get a 229 decimal value. These are the, for the octal to decimal you have to follow this method. For the rest of the octal to decimal you have to follow this simple method. That is a simple. We have 8 raised to power of 3, 8 raised to power of 2, 8 raised to power of 1. This method are so simple and understandable. So that's why I am given you how to convert the 345 into the decimal. Okay, so we'll get a 229 decimal value. Next is your decimal to hexadecimal conversion. To convert a decimal number into the hexadecimal, you have to follow the given steps. Step 1. First divide the hexadecimal number. Divide the decimal number by 16, considering the number as an integer. Step 2. Keep aside the remainder left. Step 3. Again divide the quotient by 16 and repeat till you get the quotient value equal to 0. Step 4. Now take the value of remainder left in the reverse order to get the hexadecimal number. As same as decimal to octal, decimal to binary, you can do the decimal to hexadecimal conversion. Remember, from 0 to 9, the number will counted as the same in the decimal system. But from the 10 to 15, they are expressed in alphabetical order, that is such as A, B, C, D, E, F and so on. For 0 to 9, you have to just follow the decimal because this is a hexadecimal number after the 10. But from the 10 you have to follow the alphabetical order. Let this is understand the example. You have 960. You have to convert into the hexadecimal. So first you have to divide the 960 using the 16. You will get a remainder quotient 60 and remainder 0. Again you have to divide. You will get a quotient 3 and remainder 12. Again divide. You have to get a quotient 0 and remainder 3. Now your value will be returnable, that is 3, 12 and 0. Okay, 12 means your C. Now taking the remainder in a reverse order and substitute the equivalent hexadecimal value from them. We get a 3, first 3, then 12 is your C, 0 is 0. For the 960, your value will be 3C0, that is your hexadecimal value. Next example is convert decimal number 49 into hexadecimal. Here you can see that the 49 divided by 16 quotient will be 3, remainder will be 1, hex value will be 1. Then again you divide the value 16, so you will get it is not divisible by 16, so 3. So your answer will be returnable, that is bottom to top, so that will be a 3160. You will get a 31 hexadecimal